These toxic habits are making you a weak man. The world we live in is the most materially well-off that humanity has ever been in history. We are bombarded with an overabundance of everything we desire, and our ability to develop restraint and self-control has not caught up to accommodate for it. There is a generation of men being brought up in this society that are indulging in toxic and mindless habits that are slowly chipping away at their masculine fire and making them weak and frail men who have no substance to them whatsoever. These habits are things you must unlearn before you embark on your journey to self-improvement as a man, because having these will always hold you back from the greatness you are destined for. Number 1. Participating in the rampant consumerist culture. Here's the deal, gentlemen. Masculinity has always been about building and creating, but in a modern world, many men are so preoccupied with celebrating or utilizing other people's achievements that they don't stop and think that they should have a purpose of their own. The modern consumerist culture has taken over the world. From food to media to sexuality, everything has become a commodity that's shoved down your throats for profits. That leaves the onus on you to become smarter and be careful about what you consume. But unfortunately, more than 90% of men in the world don't have the amount of proactive self-control to protect themselves from becoming a pawn in the profit games of the rich corporations. Everything from the greasy and fatty food to the low IQ junk entertainment pushed out to you en masse. There is nothing in this modern consumerist society that can help you level up and be the man that you were always meant to be. I see so many men around me, drowning in distractions as their life slips away, and they don't even realize it. They are wasting away their potential watching pointless movies or playing endless video games. It is a sad tragedy of the modern world that we live in, but the cold truth is that most men will never be successful for precisely this reason. It is just so difficult to break out of the matrix and curate a life around you that's truly beneficial and productive. I say to every man watching this, there will be a time in your 40s and 50s when you wake up and realize that you have wasted the prime years of your life on things that were ultimately pointless. That feeling of regret will take over you and engulf your life. The only way to stop that from happening is cut off the constant noise of distractions around you and start to indulge in activities that may not be the most fun but help you in improving yourself and your worldview bit by bit. Sooner than you know, the compound effect will take over and your life will spiral upwards. The toxicity of consumerism has only recently become clear to us in the last few decades, and it is already visible as the greatest detriment to your masculine spirit than anything else in the world right now. Number 2. Not knowing about perception management. This is something that I'm surprised is not more talked about in the manosphere, and I believe it's a message that a lot of men in the modern world need to hear. In the world we live in today, especially as digitized and virtualized as it is right now, you need to put a lot of conscious effort in managing how you come across to people. The cold reality of this world is that people will look at how you present yourself first and then lend weight or credence to what you have to say. If you're a shabby guy with unkempt hair, if you're poor and have no success in life, or if you're fat and hairy and out of shape, people will simply not listen to what you're saying even if it's true. This works the same with girls. The big myth is that women aren't as visual as men, but in the dating world of today, that is less and less the case. Your perception and image is now a weapon that you must sharpen and use, especially when you go out into the world to persuade and lead. Too many men neglect this crucial aspect of their masculinity and end up much less successful in their businesses and with women they could have been. Number 3. Living a sedentary life. In the world we live, especially after the lockdowns of the last 2 years, most people have seen their work virtualized and taken into the comfort of their own rooms. Developers, writers, social media stars among others earn a living without having to get up and do long commutes and physical labor. This has led to a burgeoning class of people that lives a sedentary lifestyle that involves no physical exercise. And I am a first-hand witness of this, because I have seen fit guys around me with gym bodies let themselves go because of the nature of their work, and that leads them toward a downward spiral that destroys their masculine physical appeal. The first step to becoming that coveted man is to build your progress on top of a strong physical foundation, And for that, it is imperative that you make the conscious decision to make time for physical exercise, even if the work you do forces you to lead a sedentary lifestyle. Number 4. Adult entertainment. You know exactly what I'm talking about. 99% of men are hopelessly hooked to online adult content that is depleting their masculine energy with every click of the button, making them weak and timid betas that can't even talk to a girl without jittering and nervousness. It is one of the greatest tragedies of modern men that despite all the material abundance we have, men are the most tame and meek they have ever been. The saying, "Good times create weak men," is truly playing out right in front of us. I believe the first step towards stopping this downward spiral for modern men is to unplug themselves from online content that takes their dopamine system into overdrive, and adult content is the first on that list. This toxic habit is killing your masculine drive, your performance in bed, and your ambition to do amazing things in your life. Number 5. Overuse of social media. I can't help but say it. I feel that overusing social media to post every little thing about your life appears to be a feminine trait. I see guys in my feed that are taking snaps of every bite of food they eat, and it just grates on me like nothing else. Modern men, especially the younger ones, are posting TikToks of cringe-worthy dances and doing all sorts of nonsense for the sake of social media clout. Remember, everything you do on the internet stays there forever, and if you wanna curate an image around you of a strong man who is not fazed by anything, you need to be able to have the self-control not to post everything you're doing all the time. And there's another deeper reason for this that men don't immediately notice. It's also unattractive to women when they see your name in the list of status updates of their girlfriends, posting a dozen pictures of what you did and what you ate for lunch. Men are supposed to have an air of mystery to them that leaves people guessing and curious. And that is the greatest way to inspire interest in women. Have you ever seen James Bond whip out his phone at the dinner table and snap a pic of his food with a corny caption? Exactly! It's hard to even imagine. So if you want to be that high-value man, social media use has to be limited to the things that truly aid you in becoming the man that you want. Social media is one of the most powerful things on the planet, and you need to find ways to use it and forward your own projects and plans on it. Use it to build a great online business, or find a side hustle on the internet that pays you money. You can also use social media for clout and connections and eventually building an online community of people that are on the same path as you. The opportunities are endless, but in reality, there are way too many men that are undervaluing the power of this great tool by using it for things that are ultimately pointless and add no value to their life. And that's it. These are the 5 habits you must let go before you can be on your way to becoming the truly 1% man. I say this to every guy I meet. The impulsive joy of today will become the painful regret of tomorrow, and the pain of struggle today will become the pride of tomorrow. So choose the path you want to tread and take stock of what you're doing to achieve it. Nothing good has ever happened by accident. So if you like the content on this channel, give us a thumbs up to this video and hit the subscribe button to stay tuned with more amazing content. Until next time.